Yeah, like the title suggests, me personally, I'm guessing like a lot of you folks as well, have a huge, and I mean huge, gaming backlog. My personal gaming backlog consists of 218 games. But I gave myself a mission that I'm going to complete this gaming backlog, whether it's the last thing I do this year. Except hit up your mom at 3 AM. If you ask me why I decided to do this, I couldn't give you a philosophical, deep answer that's, well, gonna satisfy you all. But I am going to try. This year, I'm going to be finishing college, which in turn means that I'm gonna have to be taking up a lot more responsibilities in my life, which in turn will also mean I'll have way less free time. And like we just established, I have a pretty extensive backlog that I honestly want to finish up, because there are some amazing games with some amazing stories that I want to experience, because I personally love experiencing stories through video games, movies, anime, all kinds of different media. So that's why I kind of don't want to miss out on some of them. Not in a sense of like FOMO or fear of the missing out, but it's kind of just like I love stories, I love telling stories, and I love experiencing stories, and I want to experience all these games. Games like Red Dead Redemption, Bioshock, fucking Resident Evil 7. Those are all games that maybe I played a little bit, but I never experienced it, and I really want to. So yeah, that's the reason why I decided to give myself a goal to finish my whole gaming backlog, or at least the backlog I have written. And if you're wondering how long that's gonna take, well, it's gonna take a while. This video was heavily inspired by Daryl Tubbs Games and his amazing two-part video on, well, exactly this topic, on completing his very own gaming backlog. And just like how he did it in his video, I also made an Excel sheet that just showcases all the games I want to play, how long it takes me to beat them, along with some other like parameters that I like to keep track of. And at the end of that list, I also have some stats that tell me just how long it's going to take me to finish my whole backlog. And the end result is it's gonna take me 147 days to finish my backlog. And that's not just like pre-calculated, that's just if I play games 24/7, start to finish, start of the day, end of day, no sleep. So realistically, this number is easily tripled, if not quadrupled. Armed with that knowledge, the reality of finishing the backlog in 2024 starts to become unreasonable. But that's okay, because I said 2024, but realistically I knew it's gonna take me way longer. This is just kind of to help me get into those games and not complete, I don't know, God of War for 10th time, but to kind of like experience these games and maybe even try different genres, because there are stuff like Hollow Knight, which I never played, but I wanna play it, and I never really played kind of those, is that a roguelike platform? I don't even know what the fuck it's called. I just play pew-pews in League of Legends. But that gets me to the point. Okay, what are the rules I wanna set myself? Because I do wanna set myself some rules. So rule number one, I have to finish at least one game from this list a month, which is dumb. But I don't want to give myself some kind of restrictions where I have to beat 10 games, 15 games, because at that point, like how I learned from Daryl Tubbs Games, I'll just get into this mindset of completing games. I personally did not set myself an upper time limit. This is just me completing the games, you know? Another rule is, if the game is on the list, I have to finish it. I'm not a completionist in a sense that I have to complete every single little detail, every side quest. I have to get every possible alternate ending in a game. No, but I do like finishing the main story, the main chunk of the game, if there is one. Because fun fact, if I tried to 100% everything on this list, it would take me 398 days, which is way long, way too long. But that being said, if I do decide to like platinum a certain game or 100% beat the game on this list, I am free to do so. But yeah, that's pretty much all the rules. I have this nifty little Excel sheet where I'll put green boxes next to the games I played, red next to those I haven't played, and so on and so on. It's a pretty simple system, just I like to play games. But there is one more thing I have to mention, is that I allowed myself the ability to add even more games on this list. So for example, if one month I beat 3 games, but I add 5 more games on the list. I'll still technically have 2 more games to play through. But that's why I decided to not only count like the games that I have yet to finish, but I'll also be counting games that I beat. So let's say after a year, I beat 218 games, but I added 500 more games to the list. I'll know that at least I beat that original number of 218 games. This is getting way too complicated for no reason. So yeah, with that, I'm also going to be introducing a new format. So every second week of the month, I'll also be uploading a video where I talk about all the games I played for the previous month. For February, I'm gonna talk about January. For March, I'm gonna talk about February. You get the gist. So yeah, this is gonna be a great way to still talk about stuff and games that some of you guys might want to also talk about, but I don't really have the time or the will to make an entire video about it, so it's gonna be a nifty little way to do it. That being said, please go check out my anime themed channel if you like anime, because I'm doing the exact same thing only with my anime plan to watch list on Animatic. I'm gonna leave a description for that channel in the description below as well. Also go follow me on Twitch. So many shameless plugs. Also go follow me on Twitch on LegitJustMatt, because I will most likely be streaming myself completing all of these games and even more, and by more I mean League of Legends. Also check out my channel LegitJustMatt VODs, where I'm going to be re-uploading a lot of these streams as VODs on YouTube, because Twitch does not like VODs anymore, I guess. I don't know if I'm gonna be uploading every single stream, but most of these, probably all the games I'm playing here, are probably going to be uploaded on the VODs channel as well. But now this begs the question, will I go insane doing this? And should you do this as well? I'm not playing anything. But yeah, playing video games is super fun. Completing video games is even more fun. Does that mean you should complete your gaming backlog? I don't know, do what you want. Like I said, I want to do this just because I want to do this. Will I complete this? I don't know. There are all kinds of new games coming out every single year, every single month. And there are like thousands of games, hundreds of thousands of games. I still don't know anything about it. Maybe I would just love. So like this challenge I set myself might be impossible. I might never finish it. That's perfectly okay. And that should be okay for you if you wanna do this. Like there doesn't need to be a reason for a lot of these things. I'm gonna be fully transparent. 50% of the reason why I'm doing this, like this video, whatever, is, for content. I love playing games, I also love talking about it, so why not combine it into both and put this on YouTube? Maybe some other people will also enjoy this as well. But the main reason is just, like I said, I wanna experience all these games. Like, I wanna have those moments where I'm just like shell-struck about like what I just experienced, and I want to share that with you guys. To answer the question, should you do it? Man, if you want to. But with that being said, it's February already, so did I play anything in January? Well, I'm gonna meet you back there again. So there are 218 games that I have to complete in a span of a year, roughly. And like I said, I'm going to be every month chronicling my journey and updating you guys to see just if I played any of the games. But then again, it's already February. So, what did I play in January of 2024? Well, I'm glad to say I've played and beaten Spider-Man 2, if you couldn't tell. Again, for the second time, because I already beat it, 100%ed it, platinumed it back in October. But I played a shit ton of Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle on my phone. This gaming backlog is off to a great start.